So I just saw The Smash Machine, a movie about a struggling fighter where the punches don't hit quite hard. It's directed by Benny Safdie, who's known for Uncut Gems. I love that movie. And I feel like going into this movie, all of the talk and all the buzz was about if The Rock can act or not. And we'll get into that in a second. But I want to talk about the story itself. So it's about Mark Kerr in the early days of the UFC from 1997 to 2000. And he gets his first loss. And it really takes a toll on him. And he has to battle with addiction problems. And his relationship with co-star Emily Blunt, who is phenomenal in this movie, let me just say that. And you watch how he's struggling with this loss and this addiction and how it's taken a toll on him, and it's really sad to watch, you know? And I thought that The Rock did a really, really good job at not only conveying this struggle that he's going through, but also like perfectly embodying Mark Kerr. If you've watched any kind of interview with Mark Kerr or you've just listened to him talk, Dwayne Johnson sounds exactly like him. He has the same mannerisms, and I was really, really shocked that he could pull this off. The Rock's not known for doing serious drama movies, and I feel like that was the point of this movie for him, was to show that he can act, and he did a great job. The prosthetics that they used to make him look more like Mark, and they gave him hair, which I can't remember the last time I've seen The Rock with hair. And there's even a training montage where he puts on a hat with his hair and a beanie, and I was looking at it and I was like, this doesn't look like The Rock at all. This is really weird. It's pretty trippy to see. But I'm happy for The Rock. If the purpose of this movie was to show that he can act, he did that with flying colors. But I will say the movie drags on for way too long. I don't even know how long it was. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's 2 hours and 3 minutes, and oh my goodness, it felt longer than that. I think that they could have chopped out like 30 minutes. There's so many scenes where I'm just like, what are we doing right here? There's nothing going on. Another big gripe I have with the movie is it builds up to these climactic moments, but I never really felt any emotion while I'm watching these events unfold because of the music choice that they have in the background. Whether it's him and his girlfriend getting in this catastrophic fight, they're playing jazz music in the background, and it doesn't match the tone of the movie whatsoever. And I understand that it's probably just a reflection of like what Mark is feeling in that moment. But as a viewer, I'm not getting sucked into the train wreck that's unfolding because the music is not matching the tone of what I'm watching. And there's multiple instances of that, whether he's fighting and there's like this dreamy, euphoric synth going on in the background, or I just never felt like I was getting sucked into the movie, and I kept resisting trying to check the time because I was getting so bored towards the end of the movie. And it's a shame because the story itself is really sad and it's really good, but the music and the tone just never got me invested into it. But like I said, The Rock is amazing. If you're curious if he can act, he definitely shows it with this performance. Emily Blunt is phenomenal in this movie. And as a UFC fan, I'll also say it's really cool to see the behind the scenes of what was going on in the very early stages of the UFC and how they're going to Japan to fight in these tournaments and things like that. It was just really cool to watch. So if you're a UFC fan, if you're a fan of dramas, I think you're going to have a good time watching this. But if you're expecting some sort of spectacular fighting movie, that's not what this is. It's not really about the fighting per se. It's more so about the emotions and the struggle that's happening outside of the ring. Overall, I enjoyed myself. I just wish it was a little shorter, but I'm feeling a certified thumbs up with a 7 out of 10 rating. So The Smash Machine, have you seen it? What did you think? Leave a comment below to let me know, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.